Hello, game changers. What is stopping you from greatness? Push the Limit has the spark you need. Join us to conquer today. Are you ready? Do you know what it takes to shatter your limits? Are you curious why you keep falling short, stuck in the same tired loop of mediocrity? Let me hit you with the raw, unfiltered truth. You're sleeping on your greatness. You're drowning in excuses, hiding in comfort, and letting fear chain you down. Look in the mirror. That person staring back isn't who you're meant to be. You're living far below your potential, and deep down you know it. You feel that itch, that fire flickering somewhere inside, buried under years of laziness and self-doubt. I'm not here to coddle you. I'm here to slap you awake. You've been a sheep too long, grazing in the safe little field of average. No more. It's time to wake up and fight like a lion. I don't care about your past, your failures, or the reasons you think you can't. I care about right now, this moment. Are you ready to rip through the barriers holding you back? Because I'm about to show you how to push the limit, how to break every wall standing between you and the life you were born to claim. Let's start with the first brutal truth. Limits are lies you tell yourself. You've built these invisible cages in your mind, telling yourself you're not strong enough, smart enough, or worthy enough. Rubbish. That's weakness talking, not reality. I've seen men with nothing, no money, no connections, no hope climb to the top because they refuse to believe in limits. Picture this. A man waking up in a cold, empty room, no food in his stomach, no safety net, just the hunger to win. He doesn't sit there whining about his circumstances. He gets up, grinds, and fights tooth and nail until he's unstoppable. That's you if you stop lying to yourself. Every time you say, "I can't," you're spitting on your own potential. Limits aren't real. They're excuses for the weak. I've pushed past what anyone thought was possible for me, and I'm no different from you. The only difference is I don't buy the lies. So wake up. Stop drawing lines in the sand of what you think you can achieve. Smash them. You don't break limits by accepting them. You break them by proving they never existed. Now let's hit the second truth. Comfort steals your destiny. You're sitting in a soft little bubble, scared to step out because it might hurt. You've got your routines, your easy choices, your safe 9-to-5 life. And guess what? That comfort is killing you. It's a slow poison draining the warrior spirit you were born with. I remember staring at my own life once, realizing I was coasting. I had enough to get by, but enough isn't greatness. I walked away from that comfort, threw myself into the fire, and embraced the struggle. You want to know what destiny tastes like? It's not found in your cozy bed or your mindless scrolling. It's found in the grind, in the moments you're scared to death but push forward anyway. A lion doesn't sleep in a padded cage, it hunts in the wild. So get uncomfortable. Seek the pain of growth over the numbness of safety. You don't break limits by staying cozy, you break them by daring to suffer for something bigger. Here comes the third truth. Pain forges champions. You're running from pain like it's the enemy, but I'm telling you, pain is your greatest teacher. Every scar, every setback, every moment you thought you couldn't go on, that's where real strength is born. Think of a blade. It doesn't become sharp by sitting on a shelf. It's hammered, heated, and beaten until it's deadly. That's you. I've been knocked down more times than I can count, business failures, betrayal, doubts, so heavy they could crush a weaker man. But I got up every time, and each blow made me harder, stronger, unbreakable. Pain isn't punishment, it's preparation. You want to push the limit. Stop dodging the fight. Step into the ring. Let life hit you and hit back twice as hard. The world doesn't hand out trophies for showing up, it rewards those who endure the worst and still stand tall. You don't break limits by avoiding pain, you break them by making pain your weapon. Let's dive into the fourth truth. Fear is a test you must pass. You're paralyzed by what might go wrong, by the whispers in your head telling you to quit before you even start. Let me be clear. Fear isn't real. It's a shadow, a trick your mind plays to keep you small. I faced fear head-on, whether it was stepping into a fight I wasn't sure I'd win or risking everything on a dream the world laughed at. And every time I stared fear down, it blinked first. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a cliff, the wind howling, your heart pounding. Below is everything you've ever wanted, but you've got to jump. Fear tells you to step back. I'm telling you to leap. Greatness lives on the other side of that fear. Every man who ever changed the world felt fear, but they acted anyway. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's crushing it under your boot. You don't break limits by listening to fear, you break them by walking straight through it. Here's the fifth truth. Discipline is your fortress. You think success comes from talent or luck? Wrong. It comes from doing what you hate day after day until it builds you into something unstoppable. Discipline is showing up when your body screams to stop, when your mind begs for rest, when the world tells you it's pointless. I built my life on discipline, waking up before the sun training, until I couldn't move, working, until my vision blurred. No days off. No excuses. Think of a castle under siege. The walls don't crumble because they're built on unbreakable stone. That stone is discipline. Without it, you're a leaf in the wind blown wherever life takes you. With it, you're a force nothing can touch. So lock in. Build habits of steel. You don't break limits by waiting for motivation, you break them by forcing yourself to act every single day. Now the sixth truth. Failure isn't final, it's fuel. You've messed up. You've fallen flat on your face. And you think that's the end. Pathetic. Failure is just a stepping stone to domination if you use it right. I've failed harder than most men dare to try, lost money, lost fights, lost respect. But every time I fell, I learned. I analyzed. I got back up with twice the hunger. Failure burns, but that burn lights a fire under you if you're a real warrior. Think of a forest after a wildfire. It looks dead, but beneath the ash, new growth is already starting. That's you after every defeat. Stop fearing failure. Stop letting it define you. Use it. Let it drive you to be better, faster, stronger. You don't break limits by quitting at the first stumble, you break them by turning every fall into a launch pad. And the final revelation, the seventh truth. Greatness demands sacrifice. You can't have everything. You want the top. You've got to give up the bottom. That means cutting out distractions, toxic people, easy pleasures. I gave up nights out sleep, even relationships that didn't serve my mission. I bled for my vision because I knew what was waiting on the other side. Picture a warrior on the battlefield. He doesn't carry extra baggage, he carries only what makes him deadly. That's how you need to live. Strip away everything that doesn't push you toward your goal. Sacrifice isn't loss, it's investment. You're trading temporary comfort for eternal victory. The world will tempt you to stay soft, to settle. Spit in its face. Choose the hard road. You don't break limits by clinging to the easy life, you break them by paying the price others won't. Now let's shift. It's time for the breakthrough. You've heard the truth, felt the fire, but knowing isn't enough. You've got to move. Let me paint a picture for you. There was a moment in my life when I hit rock bottom. Everything I'd built crumbled. I stood there staring at the wreckage, feeling the weight of the world on my shoulders. But I didn't stay down. I looked at that pain, that failure, and I said, "This isn't the end. This is the beginning." I pushed past limits I didn't even know I had because I refused to let circumstances define me. That's what you need to do right now. Take whatever you're facing, fear, doubt, exhaustion, and punch through it. The only way past your limits is through the fire. I've done it. You will too. Start small if you must, but start today. Take one action, one step that scares you. Prove to yourself you're not the weakling you thought you were. Every limit you've ever broken started with a single defiant move. Make yours now. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. The breakthrough isn't coming tomorrow. It's here. Grab it. Let's lock this in with the morning code. Every day is a battle, and you need to wake up ready to win. Picture this. The sun hasn't risen yet. The world is still asleep, but not you. You're up fueled by hunger, not comfort. Your feet hit the cold floor, and your mind is already sharp focused on domination. Physically, you train your body like a weapon, push-ups, sprints, lifting heavy until your muscles scream. You sweat because weakness dies in effort. Mentally, you prepare for war. You read, you plan, you strategize. You don't waste a second on nonsense. Relentlessly, you attack your goals, every task, every challenge, you crush it with precision. This isn't a game, it's a lifestyle. And every morning you recite this mantra to rewire your soul. First, I crush my limits. They don't own me, I own them. Second, discipline is my weapon. I don't wait for feelings, I act. Third, I take what's mine. No one hands me anything, I seize it. Fourth, pain is my ally. I embrace it to grow. Fifth, fear bows to me. I don't run, I charge. Sixth, failure fuels my fire. I learn, I rise, I win. Seventh, I sacrifice for greatness. I give up the small to gain the big. Say this every dawn. Burn it into your mind, live it. Your mornings set the tone for your empire. You don't push limits by sleeping in, you push them by waking up a warrior ready to dominate the day. And now the final walk away. This is your now or never moment. I've laid it all out, ripped open, the truth shown you, the fire given you the code. There's nothing left to say, only something left to do. You're standing at the edge of your old life, staring into the unknown of what you could become. I'm not here to hold your hand. I'm not here to wipe your tears. I'm here to wake the beast inside you that never needed motivation. That beast is hungry, angry, ready to tear through every limit, every fear, every excuse. So what are you waiting for? The world doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care about your plans. It only respects action. Take it. Right now. Push the limit until it breaks, until you break, until you rebuild into something unstoppable. I've done my part. I've ignited the flame. Now go burn down everything standing in your way. Make your move. I'm not asking, I'm commanding. Let's see what you've got.